Welcome to The Reins of Leadership, the podcast dedicated to helping you lead with presence and influence with trust. I'm your host, Merinda Smith, business leadership strategist, sharing actionable insights on mindset, EQ and energy uniquely illuminated by wisdom gained alongside my equine partners. Hello and welcome. Today I wanted to talk about trusting and flow, that relaxed leadership and how we can use it to our advantage. What if the next level of your leadership wasn't about trying harder, but it was actually about relaxing more deeply? So much of our training and the books that we read tell us to push, to plan and perform. And I know in many of the leadership training that I offer to my clients, it is about how to plan, how to set goals, and then how to move forward and perform in those. Yet sometimes the real magic, the kind that connects and creates, only happens when we soften and when we just let it happen. So in this episode, I'm going to be exploring, how letting it come can be the most powerful form of leadership there is. Before I was recording this episode, I was out rearranging donkeys and horses. It's springtime, the grasses are full and sweet, and ponies are getting fat and donkeys are getting fat, and anyone who knows donkeys, they should not be getting fat. You can overfeed them easily because they are used to living off the tundra, the drier grasses, the sparse feed. So when it is spring, we've got to put them into a lighter paddock, or a Jenny Craig paddock as we call it. And so anyway, I'm moving Tomas. Now Tomas is a wild donkey. He's come to me from the wild and he had not been handled, and he was probably, I was told he was 2 years old, but I think he was actually more like 3 or 4. And at the time he only knew defense. He knew how to bite, he knew how to kick, and he knew how to run. So for me, getting to know him took a long time of that slow getting to know him. Now I've got him to a state where we can walk up to, or he walks up to me easily. He loves a cuddle, he loves his ears being scratched, and he just loves that human touch, and he will often walk up to you. He's the first one to walk up to you in the paddock, and he will just place his shoulders alongside you and say, "Here I am." But what I'm wanting to share is that I haven't halter trained him, because he's such a beautiful boy. He's so intuitive, he's so clever that he knows where I want him to go. So whenever I'm moving him around paddocks, I actually don't need to lead him or halter him in some restraint. He will just go. Yet sometimes he gives me that, what my husband calls, get fucked attitude. And he just puts his head up high, and it's like he's turned around and he will actually eyeball you and go, "Yeah, no, I'm not doing that." Now, in the past, I would have reacted and gone, "But you have to, Thomas, you have to go into that paddock." Now I know the best way to work with Thomas is to just let it go and just go, "Okay, I see you, I hear you, and how else can we do this?" So then you do a workaround. So this morning I wanted him to go into one gate of a paddock, and I thought, maybe if I open the other gate, he'll go into there. Well, I walked up to open the gate, and there he was right behind me, and he's following me into that paddock. So, job done. So that got me thinking about the letting go in leadership, because it happens when we're managing our teams as well, that so often we want to almost halter someone and force them to act a particular way, the way that we think is best. And yet, maybe there's another way. Maybe if you let it go, then that other way will appear even when you're doing something else, and then it's a better outcome for you, just like with Tomas. We often think that leading means holding everything together, and this is where we've got this illusion of control, where we're haltering, we've got the bridle on or the halter on to our team, the strategy, the outcome. We're holding it all together and we're working hard and we're just going to keep going. And as I'm even saying that, my whole body is tensing up in the effort of trying to control everything. And that was exactly my point. Control is a tension in the body. And the more we grip, the less flow we allow. So when we allow relaxation, it isn't about giving up. It's about trusting that what we've already cultivated is going to rise to meet you. When we relax, we receive. We receive those ideas, that intuition and insights that can't arrive when we're braced and in that strong tension. And I've noticed when I work with people that often they are so controlling that, their body is tense, but they're also really monofocused, really narrow focused, and they can't see anything outside of that focus. When we're monofocused, we see only the problem, only the next step, only our way. We grip the reins so tightly that we miss the peripheral vision, those subtle cues, the alternative paths. And this isn't just about external control, it's about an internal rigidity that prevents us from seeing the bigger picture or someone's innovative solution. The more we grip, the less flow we allow. Relaxation isn't about giving up. It's trusting that what you've already created is going to rise up. And to break the monofocus cycle, you need to free yourself from this restrictive focus by consciously choosing relaxation. When we relax, we shift from a narrow tunnel vision to a wide-angled lens. We create space for new ideas, for insights to arrive that can't get there when we've blocked them with that bracing and that locking into a single outcome. And often women feel that letting go of that control is something that they've been told or taught or learnt not to ever do. So they think it's a fault, and it's not. It actually is allowing yourself and giving yourself permission to relax. And whether it means going out into nature and just sitting under that tree that is your favourite space, and even if that's for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, to just allow yourself to really relax. And at that point, while you are relaxing and you're just focusing on your breathing, your intuition has space to allow things to happen. So you are becoming more creative, and you're also allowing space for your team to step up. So it's trusting that the pauses are as purposeful as the action. Trusting that alignment feels calmer than control in your body, because when you are pausing, you're allowing your body to relax and the energy that was tense to actually release around you, and trusting that when you soften, you actually strengthen your influence, because people can finally feel your ease and they can then step up. Just like when Tomas, I asked him to go into one gate, and then I thought, well, maybe I can get him into the same paddock through another gate. He just followed me through. And so for him, he was going, no, I'm not doing that one, but yes, I will follow you. And I just breathed and I walked down to the other gate. And through that, he just went, okay, I can follow you now. So for you, take a slow, deep breath in whenever you feel that you are tensing, your shoulders are tense and you're in control and nothing's working out. Take that slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale, imagine setting down the reins for just a moment. Let your shoulders drop. Unclench your jaw. And notice how your energy changes when you stop trying to lead and simply allow yourself to be the leader that you already are. Remember, sometimes the most powerful things that we can do is nothing. To just be present enough to let what's meant to unfold, unfold. And if it's not what you thought it was going to be, then that's okay. Because maybe what has unfolded is what you need to see at this moment. And maybe there's something better to come after that. Leadership isn't about holding tight. It's about holding steady. And when we relax, we return to the truth. We open the door to intuition, to connection, and to grace. And that's what we're here to be our true selves and to connect with others in a way that is full of confidence and trust and flow. So give that relaxed leadership a go, because I know it will have a powerful impact on the way that you lead. And this is where your awareness comes in. The next time you feel the urge to control and you find yourself narrowing your focus, and it might be something that you look at and you go, I'm only looking at this particular point, and yet there's so many other things out there. Remember, you don't have to chase what's already on its way. Just relax, open your awareness, and let it come. Thanks for joining me on the Reins of Leadership. Remember to lead with presence and influence with trust. Subscribe for more insights and find resources at merindasmith.podia.com.